I'm slowly getting rid of this. I ate some chicken tonight. It was pretty good. It was chicken on. It was called Chicken on the Sticks. It's from a Chinese restaurant near my place. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm done complaining about how bad men have it in the United States. I wanted to complain about it, but like my situation's kind of like slavery, where I'm being like pushed to work. I don't have to work, but like if I don't, then that won't look good on me. Hard to explain, but I'm basically being like forced to work without being forced to work, you know? I don't really want to, but yeah. Let me see if I can make my face look a little bit better for the camera. But yeah, I'm being forced to work without being forced to work. Just kind of pushed to get a job. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I do have a nephew. I have to buy him something for his birthday. And then for Christmas, his birthday's December 1st. Yeah, I feel bad for that kid because he hasn't seen his father since he was like, even, I don't know, for years. Because his father was a drug addict. And my sister, his mother, well, I probably shouldn't talk about it, but right now she's an alcoholic. And I'm just praying that or that she figures that out. He'll probably never see his father, not until he gets older, probably, you know. That's usually how that goes, but I don't know. I'm not involved in any of that. So I'm just going to get him, I don't know, I'm going to do my part and just get him a good birthday present. He likes spending time with me. He'll come over to my mom's place when I'm there and just hang out with me. We usually just watch YouTube videos. He's pretty cool. Yeah, there's really not much else to do besides watch YouTube videos when he comes over, you know. We played Monopoly once. He's pretty good at it too. I'm pretty good at Monopoly though myself, so he's pretty smart. He's pretty smart. I wouldn't say that I'm dumb, but we're both pretty smart. Yeah. I bought him Octopath Traveler a couple years ago so that he would learn to read really well. But he still hasn't learned how to read that well, I guess. I think he's just not paying attention in his language arts class because like he sent me a text once and he writes really well, so getting him Octopath Traveler must have worked. You know, to help him learn how to write and read. I think he's just not paying attention in school to language arts stuff because he already knows it, you know. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? That's a little bit about my nephew. We're not blood related, by the way. This is my stepsister, but I just call her my sister. And her son, who's my step nephew, but nephew. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's not the point of this video. I was kind of on a rant there. Not a rant, but like a whatever. Just a long-winded conversation by myself. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this. I'm a little bit fat. Just trying to get rid of the double chin and the stomach. This is like I've been fat like before, but like usually I'm pretty thin. So yeah, I got some muscle as you can see, but it's a little bit covered in fat right now, so it doesn't look as good. Yeah, it's really I'm kind of gross right now. Yeah. Well, the meaning of gross is like fat or like big or like engorged. That's what gross means. It also means disgusting, but I don't think I'm disgusting. I take a shower pretty much every day. I don't know. I don't sweat much. Like even like with this much weight on me, I actually don't sweat that much. So yeah, I almost never smell bad. It takes me like 2 weeks to smell bad. So I can go like without showering and I won't smell like BO for a long time. In the wintertime, it's a little bit, maybe like a week or something before I start smelling bad in the wintertime because the heat's on, you know. Anyway, I usually just take a shower once I start smelling bad. That way I save on water costs. But I just don't smell that bad, you know. So, because I don't sweat much. And even in high school when I was in cross country, running or whatever, like I would do 10 miles a day, and I would sweat just a little bit and not much. So even at this weight, I'm not sweating much. Anyway. I guess this video will just be about random topics that I want to cover. I'm going to my mom's place for Thanksgiving. She's going to pick me up probably tomorrow because my nephew got sick and she had to stay home to take care of him. But he was sounding better. I called them on the phone and just to see what he wanted for Christmas and his birthday. And he had a whole list for me, like a whole list of stuff. And I was like, okay, I can't afford some of that, but I'll get you something good. I'm probably going to spend $250 on him. Anyway, yeah, I'm going over to my mom's place for Thanksgiving. And I'll probably just have Thanksgiving with the nephew, his grandfather, and my mother, who's his grandmother. Uh, yeah. I should probably mention that I've had sex with women before, like without a condom. And I don't even know if I have kids. Like, I might have kids. That's, it sounds terrible to admit, but like, I don't know. Like, if I do, nobody told me about them, you know? Uh, I guess I didn't ask, but you would think somebody would tell you if you had a kid with them. Anyway, so I could have a few kids out there, and I'd like to meet them if I do, but it's probably not a good idea. I don't think it's a bad idea, but like, I don't know. It's good. It definitely would be good to connect with them if I do have any, but I might not have any. I don't know. Uh, yeah. I started having sex at a very early age. Uh, so, yeah. It's funny. It's always funny when people call me like an incel. They're like, "Oh, you're talking about men's issues, so like you must be an incel." Uh, no, I've never been an incel, but in fact, I just fucked a girl from Tennessee recently. And then she went back to Tennessee and said she didn't want to talk to me anymore. So hopefully I didn't give her a kid, right? I don't know. I didn't use a condom. But that's how it goes every time. It's like somebody's telling these women not to talk to me after they have sex with me. Anyway, I don't even think I made her come. You know, I think that's why she got mad at me because I don't know. I just wasn't. Kind of fat right now. I'm not really in the greatest shape, so I'm not exactly performing the best. But whatever. um. Yeah. I can't believe my hair still looks short. It keeps bunching up. Like it's supposed to be like down past my shoulders, but like it's all bunched up right now. I even combed it out earlier, but I guess I didn't do that good of a job. It, it sounds terrible to like just fuck a girl and then impregnate her and then leave her with a kid. But I don't see what the other option is if you don't have a lot of money. You have to fuck something, you know what I mean? Like you're either jerking off, which I jerk off still too, but you're either jerking off or you're fucking a woman. So you gotta, I don't know, you have to get off, you know? Like, and I would really like to have a relationship. Like, I've always wanted to have, like, a good relationship with a woman. But it's just never, they don't want me for that, you know? There was one woman in college who, I don't know, we were just basically fucking, and then after she was done with me, she was done with me. So, I'm not even that handsome, am I? I mean, maybe I am. My whole life I've been considered like cute, you know, or like handsome, but nobody's ever really called me like hot or whatever, but like I don't expect anybody to call me hot. I don't really care, but that's the thing, like I don't think I'm that good looking, you know. I think I'm like kind of fat right now, but I still find ways to find women and fuck women, you know. I've never fucked a woman outside of my race. I've never fucked a woman who wasn't white. I don't exactly know why, except for that I don't want to get involved with like other. I don't want to have problems like I don't want to get into a fight, because then you get sent to jail if you get caught. If you get caught, and like it's less likely you're gonna get into trouble with like gangs and stuff if you stay within your own race. Uh, you know, most people do stay within their own race when they choose a partner. Not, I don't know. I don't think I would ever like switch races, except for maybe Japanese women are very beautiful. Like they're very beautiful. I don't know. It still sort of weirds me out a little bit, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, dating app. By the way, dating apps, they don't work for me, so I just go out in real life and like. Actually, this last girl, she came up from Tennessee. After we were messaging on Discord. She found me on Discord. I joined some server, and she like found me on the server and started messaging me. And this always happens to me. Like whenever I join like a new server, there's always a girl there who's interested in me after I start talking to them. But like a dating app or whatever, they just look at your picture, and if you're not like 6.5 feet tall with a chiseled face, not that I don't know, my face isn't exactly chiseled, but I have a kind of a big jaw, so that's one of my good features. But anyway, yeah, dating apps don't work for me. Yeah, they might work if I lifted weights a lot. That's how, but I doubt it. I think that was back in 2015 when that would have worked for me. But anyway, there's other ways to meet women. I can't say that I've had any good experience finding like a wife material woman. But I don't really care. Like, I don't even care if the woman's been with a lot of guys. Because I take control, like I'm pretty much in control of the relationship when I'm with a woman. I pay for everything, or I try to. If she sometimes they don't want me to, like sometimes they're like, oh, I want to pay, and I'm like, I'll pay. And I try to pay for everything, even if I don't have a lot of money. I'm just like, I'm going to pay for it. I'm kind of old school a little bit. That's just kind of how I was raised. And plus, if she's paying for everything, that's kind of like lame, like you don't want her to pay for everything. Like, I don't need to be like taken care of, I'd rather take care of the woman. And here's the thing: I've always wanted to find an intimate relationship where where my main goal is to like protect the woman. Like I have this fantasy of like protecting a woman who's like 5'2" and very beautiful, and like 20 years old, 22 years old, and just being with her and like not worrying about money. And just being a protector, or at least trying to be a protector, But, I've never been able to find a relationship where it's not just some like most of the women I've hooked up with have been like sort of like not rich, but like they have like some money. And here's the thing: most women nowadays, most of them aren't poor. So most of the women you're going to find to hook up with are going to have some money, and then they don't want to stay with you because you don't have as much money as they do. Or if it's not that, then it's like they just don't. I don't know. It's mostly that, I think, but I don't know. It might be other reasons. I don't know. And you would probably think by looking at me that I wouldn't get many women. I don't get that many women, but like, it's not. Sorry. It's not impossible for me to get women. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, that's really all I had to say. What else can we talk about? Christmas is coming up. I'll probably put a tree in my apartment pretty soon. I already put some green lights in my room, like some Christmassy green lights, like they shine green or whatever, and very Christmassy. Man, I'm getting tired. I am tired. Anyway, that's all I have to talk about for now, I guess. I'll see you later.